For starters, Mr. Owaisi, is there any introduction where the word controversial is not used for you?
I am not as controversial as Yogi or Pragya Thakur.
Many people would differ. Many people actually say that if Yogi and Pragya Thakur are one end of the spectrum, you are the exact other end of the spectrum. And that really is your bigger plan when we're talking about the future of Indian
So
politics.
the difference between me and Yogi and Pragya Thakur is this, that I believe in Indian nationalism, they believe in the Hindutva nationalism. So that is a big difference, which my nationalism is inclusive, there is exclusive. And in my nationalism, there is no aim or objective of supremacy of one religion or ideology. So that is the difference between myself and Mr. Yogi Adityanath.
I actually didn't want to labor on that point, but may I just point out that they both belong to a party called Bharatiya Janata Party, whereas you belong to a party which is called All India Ittehadul Muslimin.
Muslim, yes. Yes.
So yours is about a community, whereas that party is about India.
Exactly. The community.
At least in the name.
Exactly. The community, that name is there to ensure that in our participative form of democracy, everyone gets to participate, because the Constitution of India in the preamble talks about liberty, equality, fraternity, justice. So that is the main idea, that we should have a participative form of democracy. And yes, I don't mince words. I want an equal share of Muslims in India's political system, in education system, in equity. And wherein this will strengthen our country more, because if you don't have the biggest minority representing in all these fields, then the democracy becomes more weaker. It doesn't reflect the pluralism and the diversity of our country.
Sure, but when you say that I believe in Indian nationalism, you are talking about one community only.
No.
It cannot be Indian nationalism if it is limited to one community or one religion.
No. So
which is okay. I mean,
no.
That politics is also
It's
okay.
not
But
okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You see, when I say Hindutva nationalism and Indian nationalism is, India as a country has no religion. India as a country celebrates all religions. And in fact, it celebrates even people who don't believe in religion. Whereas the Hindutva nationalism, it talks about one particular ideology dominating other ideology. It talks about one particular supremacy of a religion. It doesn't celebrate the diversity. And yes, if I talk about Muslims who are badly represented or underrepresented in India's parliament, that should be a cause of concern. If you have the highest dropout rate, more number of illiterates, more in women, it is definitely a cause of concern. So to overcome all this, if I'm talking about it, it should be acceptable, and what is wrong in that?
no, there is nothing wrong in that. All I'm trying to say is, my question was, आपने शुरुआत में कहा कि वो सिर्फ हिंदुत्व की बात करते हैं, मैं देश की बात करता हूँ। नहीं, वो हिंदुत्व की बात करते हैं, आप मुसलमानों की बात करते हैं।
नहीं, तो देश में मुसलमान है, देश
तो दोनों एक ही तरह से एक सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं।
नहीं, हिंदुत्व आइडियोलॉजी goes contrary to India's constitution.
And communalism doesn't run contrary to,
yes,
Muslim communalism doesn't run contrary to India's constitution?
Any form of communalism is bad for our country. Any form of communalism. But I am not promoting communalism. I am saying that we should get an equal share. हिंदी में बोलते हैं हिस्सेदारी की लड़ाई है. Now, if for example, you don't have a Muslim MP from Gujarat from 1984 onwards, what does that speaks about our participative form of democracy? If you have only 4.5% of Muslims in India's Lok Sabha, what does that speak about our democracy? If you have no Muslim minister in 2020 in 15 out of 28 states, what does that speaks about it? So, whereas the other side is very clear, they want to convert this country into.
It possibly speaks that they weren't good enough candidates. लोग religion के नाम पे थोड़ी ना कोई कोटे का मंत्री बनेगा. वो तो आपके capability के उस पे आपको लोगों ने elect किया है, आप MLA बनेंगे, आपको choose किया है पार्टी ने, तो आप मंत्री बनेंगे.
बिल्कुल, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि उत्तर प्रदेश पूरे भारत में कोई ऐसा मुसलमान बीजेपी के पास नहीं मिला जो लोकसभा का इलेक्शन जीत सकता.
शायद नहीं मिला।
हाँ, तो वो तो फिर यही तो हम कह रहे
आपको
हैं।
कोई ऐसा एमपी नहीं मिला जिसको आप बना सकते थे, जो
नहीं,
हिंदू है, जिसको आप एमपी लड़वा सकते थे?
नहीं नहीं, देखिए, दो हमारे पास तो दो है। हमारे पास दो एमपी है, जहां पर हमने औरंगाबाद से इम्तियाज जलील ने 21 साल के शिवसेना के एमपी को हराया। तो बीजेपी के पास
टिकट तो आपने मुस्लिम को ही दिया है ना?
नहीं, हम सिर्फ तीन सीट लड़े।
बीजेपी ने मुसलमान को नहीं दिया, आपने हिंदू को नहीं दिया।
सिर्फ बिल्कुल, हम असेंबली में दिए, म्युनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन में दिए, गुजरात बिहार में दिए, अब गुजरात में भी देंगे। मगर सवाल ये है कि क्या बीजेपी एक मुसलमान को एमपी नहीं बना सकती लोकसभा में? एक को भी नहीं बना सकती। अच्छा, अब जब यूपी का चुनाव आएगा, देख लीजिए कितनों को टिकट देते और कितने कामयाब होते। तो यही तो हम बता रहे हैं कि इस देश में लड़ाई ये हो रही है कि सबसे बड़ा हिंदू कौन है, मोदी से बड़ा हिंदू कौन है, ये लड़ाई हो रही है ना। तो ये तो हकीकत है, इसको तो आपको ही मानना पड़ेगा।
मैं मान रही हूं, पर मैं ये भी कह रही हूं कि अगर देश में वो लड़ाई हो रही है, आपकी लड़ाई ये है कि आप ये दिखाएं कि देश में सबसे बड़ा मुसलमान नेता कौन है, और यही तो लड़ाई है। तभी तो आप जाके कहते हैं कि अखिलेश को वोट मत दो, ये मुसलमानों को मंत्री एमपी नहीं बनाता, मैं बनाऊंगा मुसलमानों को एमपी मंत्री।
मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि अखिलेश यादव 2014 में इलेक्शन हारे, 17 में हारे, 2019 में हारे। मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि अखिलेश यादव का जो यादव वोटर है, वो अगर बीजेपी को वोट देता है तो अखिलेश यादव को कहते हैं कि हाँ, छोटा भाई बड़ा भाई में लड़ाई हो सकती है। और अगर मुसलमान किसी और जगह वोट देता है तो अखिलेश यादव कहते हैं, या समाजवादी कहती है कि बीजेपी को जिता रहे हैं। तो यही तो हम बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और मैं कोई मुसलमानों का नेता ना हूं, ना कभी बनूंगा इंशाअल्लाह ताला। मेरी सोच नहीं, मैं सिर्फ ये खुला खुला साफ कह रहा हूं कि देश की विधानसभा हो, देश की लोकसभा हो, वहां पर जहां पर हर कास्ट का एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, अगर भारत की जमहूरियत को डिफाइन करने के लिए कहा जाएगा तो मैं कहूंगा कि इसमें हर कास्ट का, एवरी कास्ट हैज देयर ओन लीडर। द ओनली कम्युनिटी और कास्ट which has no leader are the Muslims. And why? What is wrong in that? We should have a representation, because political empowerment leads to solving of major issues of any caste or community. For example, I'll give एक क्रॉस एग्जाम्पल देता हूं आपको। लखीमपुर में क्या हुआ? क्यों यूपी सरकार ने एक्शन नहीं लिया? क्योंकि वो जिस समाज से उनका ताल्लुक है वो अपर कास्ट के हैं और उनका वोट चाहिए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सो मोटो उसको लिया तो उनको हालत मजबूरी में वो एक्शन लेना पड़ा। फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि बराबर हम मुतमईन नहीं है, फिर एक्शन, वरना तो वो अस्पताल में टहल रहा था। ये बता रहा हूं आपको, ये बता रहा हूं कि ये तो हकीकत है, इसको मानना पड़ेगा। तो इसमें कोई इनकार भी नहीं कर रहा हूं। ये तो इसीलिए हम तो मुसलमानों से कह रहे हैं कि आपको अपने मुस्तकबिल का फैसला करना पड़ेगा। यू शुड बी द मास्टर्स ऑफ योर डेस्टिनी। यू शुड डिसाइड बाय अचीविंग पॉलिटिकल power, by having a representation, you solve your problems.
So let me again ask you the question which you've been dancing around. BJP says we are a Hindu party. We speak for Hindus. SP says, or doesn't say, but it's implied that they speak for Yadavs. Mayawati speaks for Jatavs, scheduled castes. You are telling Muslims that I will speak for Muslims.
एक मिनट, ये यादव क्या मुसलमान है? नहीं, हिंदू है ना। जाटव में बौद्ध मजहब के हैं, मगर दूसरे तो हिंदू बोलते हैं अपने आप को। बीजेपी भी हिंदू बोल रही है। सब हिंदू हो गए ना यहाँ पर।
हाँ, बट हिंदू वोट नहीं करता ना।
आप ही ने अभी कहा,
यही तो आपका जो आर्गुमेंट है।
आप ही ने तो अभी कहा ये बात।
हिंदू यूनाइटेड वोट बैंक नहीं है। यू आर प्रूविंग इट। हिंदू इज नेवर यूनाइटेड वोट बैंक। दे विल वोट अलोंग कास्ट लाइंस, रीजनल लाइंस।
नो,
मुस्लिम्स विल वोट एज अ ब्लॉक एंड यू वांट दैट ब्लॉक।
नो, देखिए, आपका आर्गुमेंट ये है कि इस देश में मुस्लिम वोट बैंक है। मैं ये कह रहा हूं इस देश में कभी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक था ही नहीं। There has always been a Hindu vote bank in this country, and in fact in 2014 in Lok Sabha I congratulated Narendra Modi for shattering this myth of Muslim vote bank. There was never a Muslim vote bank. There will never be a Muslim vote bank. That is
how has that myth been shattered?
Because this has been told to the Muslims कि आपका वोट बैंक है, and Muslims took it. They swallowed this. गलत है। है ही नहीं कभी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक। अरे मुस्लिम वोट बैंक अगर होता तो फिर ये जो इतने जो प्रॉब्लम्स मैं आपके सामने बताया, हाँ मुस्लिम वोट बैंक अगर कहीं है तो जेल में है, मुस्लिम वोट बैंक कहीं पर है तो उसमें है।
नहीं, सुनिए रेटोरिकल बातें कर रहे हैं, पॉलिटिकली बात कर लेते हैं। आपने बोला हिंदू वोट बैंक है, लेट्स जस्ट क्लियर दिस पॉइंट फर्स्ट।
देखिए मैं आपको दो मिसाल दे रहा हूं।
Let's just clear this vote bank myth first.
I am giving you two examples. One I gave you just now about that minister's son. The recent killing of Altaf in Kashganj. How can a boy commit suicide on this Nalki Tuti, which is only at 5 feet, with a hoodie thing?
But five people have been suspended for that, and an inquiry is underway.
Exactly, यही तो हम कह रहे हैं। अगर गोरखपुर में
तो आपने कहा
सुनिए, अगर गोरखपुर में गुप्ता साहब को पुलिस कस्टडी में मर जाते हैं तो उनकी किस्मत में चीफ मिनिस्टर घर को जाता है, उनके परिवार को अखिलेश 21 लाख का चेक देते हैं, मुख्यमंत्री 50 लाख रुपए देते हैं। अल्ताफ को दीजिए अल्ताफ को आपने अरेस्ट कर दिया वहां पर गुप्ता साहब के मारने वालों पुलिस वालों को सस्पेंड नहीं किया, आपने उनको अरेस्ट कर दिया, 50 लाख रुपए दिए, उनकी वाइफ को आपने नौकरी दे दी। यहां पर क्या किया आपने? ये तो ओपन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है ना।
पर ये कहा जाएगा कि वहां पे इट वाज अ केस वेयर अ पर्सन वाज इन अ होटल, जो ये केस की बात where a gentleman was in a hotel and was allegedly beaten up by the policemen who reached the hotel in Gorakhpur. In this case, this gentleman, Altaf, was accused of kidnapping, and his family is saying that he was beaten up in custody. The other version is that he hanged himself. So that is what I'm saying. होगी, और मैं कह रही हूँ यहाँ पर पुलिस वालों पे एक्शन होना चाहिए।
Madam, 1 minute. So you are saying that a person was tortured in a hotel deserves not only suspension but arrest of police officers with ex gratia to his family. But a boy who was brought for an inquiry of an elopement of a girl and who was said supposedly committed suicide, those police officers should not be arrested.
They should be when proven guilty. Without a doubt, they should be arrested.
What about Mr. Gupta's killing?
Sir, गोरखपुर में गिरफ्तारी कितने दिनों के बाद हुई थी?
सुनिए, has it been proven? Has it been proven after? On mere media reports, Mr. Gupta's family got the chief minister rushing to their home, Akhilesh Yadav rushing to their home. 50 lakh was given by UP government, 21 lakh was given by Shri Akhilesh Yadav. What about Altaf?
So basically you are saying that BJP will not talk about Altaf, BJP will talk about Mr. Gupta. So
even
Asaduddin Owaisi will talk for every Altaf, every Arif, every Shadab.
Asaduddin Owaisi will talk about even every non-Muslim who has bear the brunt of injustice of any government. Why shouldn't I talk about it? What I'm saying is that there is this selective approach, even in matters of death, shows you clearly that how divided our country is on the basis of religion.
Then why is it, sir, that you were silent when a 25-year-old Dalit laborer was lynched on the borders of Delhi at Singhu?
No, you
Why didn't you? You're speaking for Altaf today.
Please.
Why didn't you speak for that man?
Listen to me.
His arm was cut off. He was strung like an animal.
You are absolutely wrong.
Dalit tha.
You are absolutely wrong. My statement is there. I have condemned it. If Times Now had not called me for that, don't blame me.
Sir, you have condemned it, but have you condemned it with the same ferocity?
Yes.
When you talked about atrocities,
yes,
you brought up Altaf.
I have.
You didn't bring up that.
Listen to me, madam. I have condemned that incident. I have condemned what happened in Gujarat with Dalits. I have condemned even the Hathras incident. My issue over here is that when it comes to a Muslim killing, that same amount of condemnation and love is not shown. It is clear. It is
by who?
By every political party. By every political party. By every political party. You know, one boy died in Faisal in Unnao. Same police custody, 18-year-old boy sell vegetables. Was any police officer suspended? Not even suspended. My list is long, I can go on. There are various examples. That is what I'm saying. The discussion which I started was that there is a Hindu vote bank. Everyone is trying to become a bigger Hindu than Modi. And the Muslims should just play along as innocent bystanders and vote for us, just be quiet. That is not going to happen. Things have to change.
Okay, things have to change. I will again try and attempt to get you to answer the question which you have avoided studiously. You are saying everyone is trying to be the voice of Hindus. I will be the voice for Muslims. How does that not run counter to the spirit of the constitution? So if you're saying the BJP is anti-constitutional in espousing the cause only of Hindus, you're doing exactly the same, but for Muslims.
No. See, when the Constitution talks about liberty, equality, fraternity, and justice, that should be reflected practically, which is not being reflected. When we believe that our democracy is a participative form of democracy, that participation is not reflected. When we say that we believe in the pluralism and diversity of this country, that is not reflected. Now, if I say that I want that pluralism, that diversity, that equality, fraternity to be implemented, what is wrong in that? Am I saying, and the most important point is that, am I trying to turn this country into a theocratic country? Am I saying that one religion will have supremacy, other religion?
Nobody is saying that.
BJP is doing that.
But who has said that? Who has said that Hindus are better than Muslims in
BJP is doing that. Haven't you heard what RSS people say day in, day out?
Who, like?
Take Mohan Bhagwat.
In fact, if anything, Mohan Bhagwat has said that without Muslims, we cannot be a secular country. We need Muslims in our country.
We need Muslims.
We are the same
exactly.
people.
And Mohan Bhagwat also said that Muslims were the attackers. And you know what happened? Muslims were attackers in India.
He hasn't said Muslims were attackers. He has said we had Islamic invaders. And sir, why are you equating the Indian Muslim with people who came from outside?
So Islamic invaders are different from Muslims?
Of course, they are not Indians.
How?
They are not Indians.
How? Who?
India is for Indians.
Who?
India is for Indians.
So invaders are not. So, are you trying to tell me that...
Sir, Mahmud Ghaznavi, Ghazni ka tha, Bharat ka nahi tha.
So, are you trying to tell me that people didn't came from China to India? Are you trying to tell me
Of course, people who came from China to India are not Indians.
Exactly, that is what I'm saying. People have come from various parts of the world to India. That has been contradicted by Narendra Modi. Islam didn't came to India through invaders, madam. Islam came to India through trade, and Mr. Modi had given a replica of a masjid which is there in Kerala of 626 to the Saudi king.
Of course, because we are trying to have diplomatic... So just a second, sir. Islamic invaders didn't come here to trade. Islamic invaders came here to subjugate. They subjugated us. It is well documented, including by Aurangzeb's own chronicler, that he made sure Somnath was broken. But let's not go into that.
I am of the opinion...
We're talking about India.
No, I am of the opinion that Islam came to India through traders. And the masjid is still there. And as far as Mohan Bhagwat is concerned, let him answer this question. Why did it take them after independence to acknowledge Tiranga?
Sir,
why did... No. It is there in the Organizer magazine. What I'm telling you are facts, which you can call me back again and check them. Why did it take RSS to acknowledge the Constitution? Why did Golwalkar said that we don't believe in Constitution, believe in Manusmriti? Does RSS does not believe in what Golwalkar said in We Our Nationhood Defined? Does RSS does not believe in the Hindutva definition given by Savarkar? What Deen Dayal Upadhyay said in his book about what a bad Muslim, what a bad Hindu does? So these are the people who are trying to turn this country into a theocratic country, which goes against the constitution of our country.
Okay. I see a lot of people breathing down my neck, but since we went into such a theological debate, I have to ask you, क्योंकि आप इतना दौरा करके आ रहे हैं उत्तर प्रदेश का, and the topic is actually about the future of politics in our country. Starting with Uttar Pradesh, do you see a future where the Congress is going to be out of the reckoning and other parties are going to be the main opposition to the BJP? And who will those parties be?
No, but why are you assuming BJP will win the election?
No, I'm saying अभी के लिए opposition. हो सकता है फिर आप main party बन जाए BJP opposition में हो.
No. So you see, I am of the opinion that as I told just now, Akhilesh lost in 2014, 2019, 2017. So as far as Congress is concerned, I don't know. I don't know about Congress party. You know, they should speak for themselves. Because in my opinion, 183 seats where BJP and Congress contested. Congress could win only 15 in 2019. 65 Lok Sabha seats are there in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. You win 4 months before the Assembly Parliament elections, all these 3 states, and you don't win a single parliament seat. You know, you lose Madhya Pradesh because of your MLAs joining BJP. You lose Karnataka because of your MLAs joining BJP. Your MLAs joined from Congress to BJP in Gujarat. So Congress party, I don't know. They are whitewashed everywhere. I don't know how they will do it, what they will do it. In Maharashtra, they were number 1 party. Now they're number 3. So I don't know about Congress party.
Okay, very diplomatic silence. You've ended
No, not diplomatic. It's complete. In my state of Telangana, they are not to be seen.
So is the Congress the main opposition to BJP now in various states, or are you, Samajwadi Party, TMC going to be the new
No. I feel that the people of India will be the main opposition to Narendra Modi. Because this political system gave Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Manmohan Singh, Narendra Modi. So people of India are the main opposition, will be the main opposition come next parliament election.
All right, we leave it at that. Best of luck for your campaign. You have a very busy schedule. Soon after this, he'll be setting out for Uttar Pradesh again. Pleasure as always, Mr. Owaisi, for speaking to.